Picture a high school hallway in 1973, alive with the buzz of teenagers, the squeak of sneakers on linoleum, and the faint hum of a radio playing Led Zeppelin. I'm 16, a skinny kid with wireframe glasses, my backpack heavy with textbooks and the weight of my own insecurities. I'm not the guy who gets noticed. I'm the one who blends into background, head down, hoping to make it through the day without trouble. But trouble always finds me. His name is Mark Thompson. 6 feet tall, broad shoulders, a quarterback swagger, and a smirk that cuts like a knife. Every day, he makes it his mission to remind me I'm nothing, a shove against the lockers. My books scattered across the floor, his laughter echoing in my ears as his buddies cheer him on. I could have fought back. I was stronger than him, wiry from wrestling with my brothers. But I didn't. I just stood there, fists clenched, heart pounding, letting him win. Why? Maybe I was scared of getting in trouble. Maybe I thought he'd get bored. Spoiler alert, he never did. Fast forward 45 years. I'm 62 now, gray hair creeping in, a little softer around the edges but still standing. Mark? He's no longer just the high school bully. He's the president of a manufacturing company, 100 employees bowing to his every word. He walks into rooms like he owns them, that same smug grin plastered on his face. But I know something he's buried deep, a secret so humiliating it could shatter the empire he's built. And after all these years, I'm ready to serve it cold. This is the story of how I waited nearly half a century to get even, and how it felt better than I ever imagined. If you've ever been pushed around, laughed at, or made to feel like you didn't matter, this one's for you. Grab a seat, maybe a coffee, because this revenge story is going to hit you right in the gut. Have you ever dreamed of getting back at someone who wronged you? Someone who thought they were untouchable? Hit that like button, smash subscribe, and let's dive into a tale of justice so satisfying it'll leave you grinning from ear to ear. Let's go back to Lincoln High in 1973. The air smells like gym sweat and cheap cologne. Bell-bottoms are everywhere, and I'm just trying to survive my junior year. I'm not cool. I'm the kid who spends lunch in a library, nose in a book, dodging the chaos of the cafeteria. I'm good at math, decent at history, and terrible at fitting in, but I'm not weak. I've got muscles from years of roughhousing with my older brothers, and I can hold my own in a fight. Problem is, I never do. Mark smells that weakness like a shark smells blood. Mark Thompson is a golden boy, star of the football team, homecoming king material. With a smile that charms teachers and a glare that terrifies kids like me. His eyes are cold, always scanning for someone to target. For some reason, I'm his favorite. Maybe it's because I don't bow down to him like his buddies do. Maybe it's because I ace tests he fails. Or maybe he just likes the way I flinch when he walks by. It starts small, a shoulder check in the hall. My pencil's knocked off my desk. But it grows. By spring, he's waiting for me after school, his cronies grinning as he pins me against the gym wall. "What are you gonna do, nerd?" he taunts, his breath hot on my face. My stomach twists, my palms sweat, but I just stare at the ground. I could take him. I know I could, but I don't. One memory burns brighter than the rest. It's late May, the air thick with the promise of summer. I'm cutting to the park on my way home, my backpack heavy with notes for finals. The sun's low, painting the grass gold, when I hear footsteps behind me. Before I can turn, Mark's there, his buddies flanking him like wolves. He grabs my bag, rips it open, and dumps in the dirt. My notes, hours of work, flutter away in the breeze. "Oops," he says, smirking. "Better pick that up, loser." His friends laugh, their voices sharp, slicing through me. I stand there, heart hammering, face burning, as they walk away. That night, I lie in bed, staring at the ceiling, replaying every second. I hate him. But more than that, I hate myself for not fighting back. Senior year gets worse. Mark's bolder now, his attack sharper. He trips me in the cafeteria. My tray crashed into the floor, mashed potatoes and gravy splattering everywhere. The room erupts in laughter, and I feel my cheeks flush as I scramble to pick up the mess. He mocks my clothes, hand-me-downs from my brothers. He mocks my voice, my glasses, my existence. Once, he steals my history project, a model of a Civil War cannon I spent weeks building. I find it in the parking lot, smashed to pieces. I tell the teacher it wasn't an accident, but Mark flashes that golden boy smile, and she buys his story. He's untouchable. I'm invisible. It's not just me. Mark picks on other kids too. The quiet ones, the ones who don't fight back. But I feel like his personal punching bag. Every jab chips away at me. My grades slip. I stop raising my hand in class. I start taking the long way to avoid him, my chest tight with dread. Friends tell me to ignore him, to be the bigger man. But being the bigger man feels like being nothing, powerless, defeated. Graduation is my lifeline. I walk across that stage, diploma in hand, and swear I'll never think of Mark again. I go to college, study accounting, build a quiet life. I get married to Sarah, a kind woman with a laugh that lights up rooms. We have 2 kids, a boy and a girl, and I coach Little League on weekends. Life is good, simple, but Mark's shadow lingers. His smirk creeps into my dreams, a reminder of the kid I used to be. Scared, silent, small. Years roll by. I'm happy mostly, but every now and then I wonder about him. Where is he? Did he peak in high school, or did he climb higher? In 2018, I get my answer. I'm at a Chamber of Commerce event, sipping cheap wine, shaking hands with local business owners to drum up clients for my accounting firm. The room's buzzing with small talk, the clink of glasses, the hum of ambition. Then I see him. Mark. He's older now, balding, his face lined with age, but that grin hasn't changed. He's wearing a tailored suit, shaking hands like a politician, his laugh loud and commanding. I overhear someone say he's the president of Thompson Manufacturing, a company with 100 employees, a big deal in our small town. He's a king in his own little world. My heart races, not with fear this time, anger. It's like I'm 16 again, standing in that park, watching my notes scatter. My palms are sweaty, my grip tight on my glass. I could walk away, let it go, be the bigger man. But then I hear his laugh, that same cruel chuckle from high school, and something inside me snaps. I'm done. Done pretending it didn't hurt. Done letting him win. I wanted to feel what I felt. Humiliated, exposed, small. But how? I need something sharp, something that cuts deep, and then it hits me. I know his secret. Back in high school, Mark bragged to anyone who listened about getting into Westbridge Military Academy, one of the most prestigious in the country. It was a big deal. Only the best got in. He strutted around like he was already a general, telling everyone he was destined for greatness. But the story didn't end there. Word got around fast, the kind of gossip that spreads like wildfire in a small town. Mark didn't last a single day. Rumor was, he mouthed off to a drill sergeant during morning drills, thinking his charm would save him. It didn't. They smoked him in front of everyone. Push-ups, sprints, the works, until he broke. By nightfall, he was on the phone, sobbing to his mom, begging her to come get him. He never went back. I heard this from a mutual friend years ago, a guy who'd been at Westbridge and saw it happen. I confirmed it recently with a quick call to another old classmate. It's true. Mark's big moment of glory, a 24-hour disaster. I'm sitting at my desk now, staring at my laptop, a fire burning in my chest. I could blast this on social media. Let the world know what a fraud he is. But that's too messy, too public. I want precision. I want his employees to know. The people who nod at his every word, who salute his authority. I want them to see the real Mark, the one who crumbled under pressure. I want him to feel their eyes on him, questioning, whispering. I start typing. The letter is polite, professional, but every word is a blade. Dear valued employee of Thompson Manufacturing, it begins. Your president, Mark Thompson, has built an impressive career. But did you know he was once accepted to the prestigious Westbridge Military Academy? Quite an honor. Less known is that he lasted exactly 1 day before calling his mother to take him home this Veterans Day. Perhaps you can honor his unique contribution to service. I sign it, a friend from the past. It's anonymous, untraceable. I print 12 copies, each addressed to a different department head. I find their names on LinkedIn, cross-reference with the company's directory. My hands shake as I seal the envelopes. But it's not fear, it's excitement. I drop them in the mailbox, imagining Mark's face when the whispers start. Will he rage? Deny it? He can't. It's the truth. But there's more to this story. While I'm planning my revenge, something else is happening. My son, Ethan, is 15, a freshman at the same high school I went to. He's a good kid, smart, quiet, a lot like I was. But a few weeks ago, he started coming home withdrawn, his shoulders slumped, his eyes avoiding mine. I press him, and he finally spills it. There's a kid at school, a junior, who's been picking on him, shoving him in the halls, mocking his clothes. Sound familiar? It's like history's repeating itself, and it guts me. I tell Ethan to stand up for himself. But I see the fear in his eyes, the same fear I had at his age. It's like looking in a mirror, and it makes my blood boil. I realize this isn't just about me anymore. It's about Ethan. It's about every kid who's ever felt powerless. This revenge isn't just for the past. It's for the present, too. I dive deeper into Mark's life. Want to know more before I pull the trigger. I learn he's built his company on a carefully crafted image. He gives speeches about leadership, discipline, grit. He's got plaques on his office wall. Awards from the Chamber of Commerce. But I talk to a former employee at a local bar, and the picture shifts. Mark's a tyrant at work. He barks orders, belittles staff, fires people on a whim. He's not just a bully, he's a hypocrite, preaching values he's never lived. That seals it. He doesn't deserve his throne. I don't just stop at the letters. I dig up an old photo from high school, one of Mark strutting at a pep rally, all confidence and ego. I scan it, blur my face and background, and include a copy with each letter. It's a reminder of who he was and who he still is. I also find a public records request that confirms he never served in the military, despite dropping hints at company events that he's a patriot. The lie makes my revenge sweeter. I mail the letters on a Tuesday, my heart pounding as I slide them into slot. There's no going back now. Weeks pass and I wait. Patience is my ally. Revenge isn't a sprint. It's a marathon. Then, one evening, I'm at a diner, sipping coffee, when I overhear two guys in the booth behind me. They work for Mark's company. "You hear about the boss?" One says, laughing. "Big, tough guy, but he bailed on military school in a day. Cried for his mom." The other guy snorts. "No wonder he's so full of it." My pulse spikes. It worked. The letters landed. I dig for more. A friend who knows someone at the company spills the details. The letters spread like wildfire. Employees pass them around, whispering in break rooms, snickering behind Mark's back. At a staff meeting, someone had the guts to ask if he'd be leading the Veterans Day parade, their voice dripping with sarcasm. Mark's face turned red, his jaw tight, as he fumbled to change the subject. He didn't deny it. He couldn't. The photo I sent? It's pinned to the bulletin board in the employee lounge. A silent jab every time he walks by. His employees still do their jobs, but the respect is gone. They look at him differently now, their eyes flickering with amusement, maybe even pity. His empire is cracking, one whisper at a time. For me, it's like a weight's been lifted. I'm not that kid in the park anymore, watching his notes scatter. I'm not powerless. I sit in my study, sipping a beer, and smile for the first time in years. Mark's probably staring out his office window right now, wondering who did this to him. Does he suspect me? Maybe, but he'll never know for sure. And that's the best part. He gets to live with the uncertainty, the same way I lived with his laughter all those years. But the story doesn't end there. Remember Ethan, my son? I sit him down one night, after the letters have done their work. I don't tell him about Mark. Not yet. Instead, I tell him about standing up, about not letting bullies define you. I tell him he's stronger than he knows. A week later, he comes home with a black eye but a grin. He stood up to his bully. Didn't win the fight, but he held his ground. The kid hasn't bothered him since. I'm prouder than I've ever been. So we think, is there a time limit on justice? Can you wait too long to settle a score? For me, 45 years was just right. Revenge is a dish best served cold, and this one was ice cold. It wasn't just about humiliating Mark. It was about reclaiming something he stole from me, my dignity, my voice. And maybe, just maybe, it was about showing my son that you don't have to stay silent forever. If this story gave you chills, smash that like button and drop a comment. What's the most satisfying revenge you've ever seen? Or maybe you pulled off one yourself. Spill the tea. Subscribe, hit the bell, and stick around for more stories that'll make you cheer for justice. Until next time, keep it cold,